Hey guys, it's Trish here from Techniques by Trish, and today I'm trying something a little bit different. After doing the wall decor project, I really got excited about trying something new. And I've had Cricut vinyl for a long time. When I purchased my Cricut, actually when my husband purchased my Cricut for me, they gave you a free starter kit which came with a paper cutter, it came with vinyl, it came with the tool kit, just a whole bunch of little goodies that came with it after you mailed in the rebate for them. So I've had this Cricut vinyl forever. I haven't used it. I've been really intimidated by the vinyl, but after doing the wall decor project, I want to try something new. Now, as some of you know, I adore Stampin' Up! Products. However, some of the things I feel that maybe I can create. And what kind of crafter would I be if we didn't try and, expand our knowledge and try and create stuff with stuff that we already have? So, enough with the mumbo jumbo. What I'm trying to do is I want to create a chalkboard label for my marker tin that I have that I use to color images. So I am using my really good camera to try and get this for you guys, since my last video that I just did, zooming in on the Gypsy was not working. So I'm just using my Gypsy, and I'm in the storybook cartridge, and I actually have this function highlighted. It's the accent blackout, and I wanted some type of top note cutout feel for it. So I was looking through here, and if you don't know how to zoom in and see an image with your Gypsy, which I had no idea until I watched the Gypsy A to Z by Above Ruby's Studio DVD that they put out, you just hold this little top button right here. You hold it and you touch the image in which you want to zoom in on. So then it shows you the full picture. So I've gone through them all, and I really, really like this one right here. So I'm going to select that one and go back to my Cricut mat. And I'm going to make it, let's do 3.5 inches. So I'm going to go here to where it says height and width. And I'm going to change it with my number pad right here, 3.5. Hit OK. And move it over a little bit. So now this is a height of 3.5, and it looks like the width is about 6 inches. So that's going to be a little bit too big to wrap around my tin because it's smaller. So I'm going to unlink them with that little toggle key right here. And I'm going to make the width about 4 inches. And it makes it kind of short and fat, so I'm not happy with that. So I definitely need the width to be 4 inches because it can't be any bigger than that. But I turn the toggle key, the little chain, see it's unlinked, so I can change them individually. When it's highlighted in yellow, it means they'll change together, corresponding. So I'm going to change my width to 4 inches again. And so my height is 2 inches, which is fine. That works out fine. So I'm just going to put it exactly where I want it. And then I'm ready to cut. So let me go ahead and cut this out on my Cricut with my vinyl, and I'll be right back. Now, one quick thing before I cut this out, and I've just laid it down on my mat. I've put the vinyl face down because I want to do something else with the vinyl before adhering it to my marker tin. If you were just going to cut something out with vinyl and apply it to something else, you could have it face up and you would remove all the extra pieces around it. Say, for example, if it was, your name. Remove everything else from around it and just put your transfer tape right on there, and you could lift it up and it would be ready to apply. But since I'm going to be doing something else with the vinyl before applying it, I've put it face down. So let's see how this is going to turn out. Okay, now something else that I wanted to mention before I cut it out, and I totally forgot, was I had it cut out twice with my Gypsy. The function is actually on the bottom after you hit the little X-Acto knife blade to load your mat, and that's just because, vinyl's a little bit tougher, and I just wanted to make sure that it cut all the way through. So that's why I chose the option to cut through twice. I don't have a multi-purpose blade yet. I hope to be getting one soon because I want to try cutting through chipboard and stuff. So, but that's why I did that. I cut through twice, and I actually cut out perfectly. No problems. Okay, so now let's lift up our vinyl image, and there you have it. Okay, now I'm going to be just using my fingers to clean off some of that adhesive that comes off your mat. And this mat I actually cleaned and restocked using the trick that Sarah at pinkcricket.com showed, and it actually works fantastic. I used I couldn't find brake degreaser, which is what she uses, brake cleaner that has degreaser in it. I used engine degreaser, and it worked out fine. Just be aware that it's going to take off some of your color on the sides depending on how you scrape. So my mat was filthy. I've had it ever since I've had my Cricut, which is about a year and a half now. And so it worked out great. Obviously you can still see the cutting, but that didn't bother me, and it sticks and it works great. So I did both my mats. This is just a piece of scratch paper, and so I'm going to just make sure that my image is flat. My vinyl is still curled up, and you actually want your vinyl to be flat. So I have this down. Now, when I went to AC Moore, which the AC Moore closest to me is 45 minutes away, I go there maybe once a month, depending on the sales they had. I saw this chalkboard paint, and it just blew my mind. I know that they have actual wall paint that's chalkboard paint, and I think it's just the coolest idea ever. So I had to buy it. I didn't know if I'd ever use it, but just I know that if I didn't get it, I'd know that I should have gotten it, and it just would have been killing me. So I bought, I think it was $8.50. So I mean, you can use your 40% coupon for it. It's a 8-ounce container of chalkboard paint put out by Plaid or Folk Art. So I bought this, and so I want to create this as a chalkboard transfer image. So that is the tutorial for today. I think I opened this already. Yes, this is very gooey. I mean, as most paint is, so just be careful. That's why I have this scrap piece of paper laid down, just because I don't want to get my craft mat any dirt, or my mat any dirtier than it already is. And just have baby wipes handy. I always have baby wipes for cleaning my stamps anyways. So I'm just going to keep it like that, and I'm just going to take, these are just the foam brushes. When I got these, it was $15 for $1 at AC Moore, so these are really inexpensive. And like I said, I've never tried this before, so I figured I'd document my first trial of testing this out, and if it works, I hope that you guys take this technique and use it. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, you can cut out a huge square, and you can use, you can cut out a huge square of black and use vinyl, white vinyl that you can get. You can get them at Walmart now. You don't necessarily have to order from a specialty, place online or at Michael's. They have them at Walmart. They might be a little bit cheaper if you buy it in bulk, but I mean, if you're just using for smaller projects, I mean, that's fine. And I'm just applying a light coat. But I've actually seen at Walmart they've had it, and you could do, a big black square, and apply the chalkboard paint to it, and then use white vinyl and make it set up as a calendar. And if you have kids who are in school, all you have to do every month is just erase the month and the date, and change it for the next month. I mean, I think that would be a really neat project. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. I love trying out new things, especially when they work. Then I really love trying out new things. Okay, so I've applied a thin layer on there, and I put one coat on there, and I went over it a little bit just to, because you can see a little bit of the streak marks, so I just wanted to even it out. It says on here to apply your first coat and let it dry for an hour, and apply a second coat and let it sit for 24 hours. So what I'm going to do is, I've put my first coat. I'm going to set my kitchen timer on for an hour. I'll apply a second coat, and I'll be back tomorrow. Well, you'll see this continuously, but I'll be back tomorrow to test it out and see if it works out. And I'll be sure to stop and get some chalk. Okay guys, so I've let my image sit for 24 hours to let the chalk paint dry up, and so let's try this out and make sure that it works for sure. So I just bought a pack of 55 pieces of chalk for $2 at Big Lots. Yes, I know I'm never going to go through 55 pieces of chalk, but I went to the dollar store and I couldn't find chalk in just a little box. So I don't know where teachers find it. But I mean, for $2, you really can't beat it. So I bought it. It'll last me forever. And look at that. It goes on there so well. Now I can't write with chalk. I'm going to have to practice. Let's use a different color. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm so excited. So let's see. Look, you can just rub it off like you would in school with your hands. And I'm sure if we use the baby wipe, let me grab one real quick, it would work even better in cleaning it. Yep, look at that. And then you can rewrite. If you change the jar for something else, you can just write something else right on there. So I'm so excited about this. So let me put this on my actual canister of markers that I have. Okay? Let me close this so nothing rolls around. Now, if you didn't know, transfer tape for vinyl can be reused. So when you buy some, don't throw it away. Get all the use out of it that you absolutely can. Okay, so I'm just using, I cut off a piece, I'm just using, let me zoom out here. I'm just using a piece from my home decor project that I used. I saved that vinyl tape. So I'm just going to take this, and let's make sure that this is totally dry. Peel this back. Okay, put it right on our image. Okay, and I'm putting it back on the paper. Now, what you'll want to do is you want to grab a applicator or an old credit card. And guess what? I can't find my applicator. So this is just a gift card I have that's run out. So I'm just going to flip this over. Get it so that my image is on my transfer tape. Peel this back. Oh, nope, it's not. It's stuck to the transfer tape, but it didn't lift off, so I'm just going to help it out. And I am going to separate the backing. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. Okay. Okay, lift this off. Okay. Place this exactly where I want it. Now I want it on the side. Okay, right here. Press it down. Use my applicator or credit card, gift card, whatever you have. Scrape that on there so that it sticks really, really well onto my tin or jar if you're using a jar, whatever you're using to put this on there. And let's see if it's stuck. Did. Look at that. I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. That means, you know, I can label my spice. You can label spice jars. I actually don't have spice jars. I used to, but I don't anymore. You can label canisters in your kitchen so that, you know what's in there, but maybe your kids or your husband doesn't know what's in there. Look at that. Easy as pie. And you can label it. $2 for a pack of colored markers, pack of colored chalk. And look at that. You have a stunning, I'm so excited, I'm sorry. You have a stunning piece of work that you made yourself. I mean, it's an excellent point of conversation, isn't it, when you have people over? So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know if you're interested in seeing me make more stuff like this. I could make a calendar using white and black vinyl and using the chalk paint. That way maybe you can put it in your kitchen or in your office and you can just erase and rewrite. Again, you could use a dry erase marker, but I mean, if you have vinyl in your home, maybe just go out and buy a $5 little jar of the chalk paint using a gift card. Using a coupon, and you have a homemade project and for very little money. So I really hope you guys enjoy this and check back for the next video.